Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So, anything I say is alleged and in my very, very personal opinion. This is for entertainment purposes only. None of this is personal. The Copyright Act of 1976 is in the description box. Some meat and potatoes, some housekeeping items. It is free to follow me. Free to follow me on this channel, Anonymous Tea. Free to follow me on my other channel, Anonymous Tea Podcast. There is new content over there. Follow me on the Tickety Talk at Anonymous Tea Podcast. Free to follow me on the Instagram. On the Instagram, he's at Anonymous Reality Tea. Free to share everywhere. Free to like the video so it gets out to the algorithm. Free to share with your family, your friends, and your foes, and coming or going, hit the like button. Hey y'all, we're talking Real Housewives of Atlanta. Happy Monday. Happy Cinco de Mayo, y'all. So we need to talk about the portion. There was a 6-minute clip that just dropped. However, we're focusing in on the last few minutes, and that was basically, I am more inclined to believe that SHAMEA is, this is all a scheme set up by Todd. This is why when people were going hard at, oh my gosh, PORSHA and SHAMEA's friendship is falling apart, I was like, I don't know about that. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Because what has happened? Well, there's a scene that had dropped where SHAMEA is out to eat with Ralph. And AKA Martell's mentee for you Love and Marriage Huntsville fans. And they're talking business. He's talking about how he wants to do a podcast and is running ideas by SHAMEA because SHAMEA was on a podcast with Todd and Ralph and everything else with the fellas. And so, they feel like they've got some camaraderie, right? So then they switch gears and they start talking about Drew. And Ralph is like, I don't like who Drew's become. I don't like how she's changed. We had this whirlwind romance. We got married fast. We started having kids fast and this and that. And the Drew I'm seeing now that this moving with Dennis, like, I'm not feeling it. I'm not featuring it. And then asked if she was still, if Drew and PORSHA was still doing Go Naked hair together. And SHAMEA was like, I don't know. You got to ask PORSHA. And guess who comes into the scene? PORSHA. SHAMEA talking about in the confessional that she needs a witness for the scene of the crime, but basically it was all a scheme that was set up anyways, is what I'm interpreting this as. This was all a plan. This was all a plot to talk anything and everything but PORSHA and Simon. First, it was, and that is why SHAMEA doesn't care about the ladies being upset about, PORSHA not answering the questions on did she bleep her husband or anything else. She don't care because they're all in on it. They are all in on the attack on Drew and the alleged Drew and Dennis rumors. They're all in on it. They're all in on now filming scenes with Ralph to, get a rise out of Drew, to get Drew upset. They're all in on it. The fallout of the friendship with SHAMEA and PORSHA, they're all in on it because they've got receipts upon receipts upon receipts of PORSHA doing SHAMEA dirty in the past. They're all in on it. I'm trying to tell you, this season is all fake news. This season is all scripted. You can't tell me anything else. You cannot tell me anything else. How is it that SHAMEA and PORSHA had this big friendship fallout and they were talking positively about each other in the interviews, knowing this film last summer. And then secondly, y'all have been at all these baby showers and at all these birthday parties this calendar year, as of recently as a couple of weeks ago. So nonetheless, you want me to believe that there's no friendship fallout just because y'all not posting any pictures and stuff together? And in between all the scenes this season, who's sitting together? Who's chumming it up? SHAMEA and PORSHA. But you want to tell me SHAMEA's really mad that PORSHA showed up hours late to her birthday party? She don't care. She don't care because she knows it's for TV. SHAMEA's upset that PORSHA kept saying at the Money Bank event that the song that SHAMEA was premiering, Never Had, kept sounding like Drew. No, they already talked about it. They worked it out. They rode home together or whatever in the Rolls Royce. But then Angela brought it back up because that could be a storyline carried on to later. I see the game. They're always FaceTiming each other in between. They're getting ready for different things to do and everything else. I am telling you, these are the worst actors, y'all. Toby can do a better job of convincing me that this is legitimate this season. They need to get back to the drawing board, y'all. They need to get back to the drawing board and reevaluate this season. Because this isn't it, y'all. This isn't it for real. So, the rest of the scene, y'all. In comes Porsha with the tatas out, with Coco and Chanel out for everybody to see, y'all. She's hugging Shamea. Shamea's calling her a hot girl, a hottie, this and that. She's hugging Ralph for giving him a side hug. She said that she might hear about that later from Dennis and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. She asked, Ralph asked Porsha if it was true that, you know, that Drew and her were still working with Go Naked. And Porsha was like, no. We've severed ties. Then next thing you know, they're looking at the menu. They're checking out the menu. Porsha seeing what everybody else is getting. And then she just starts adding on a bunch of food to the menu like they're going to be there for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. Child, listen. I knew this was going to happen. I knew this was going to be some tit for tat, and look what happened. Shamea is the mastermind of it all, y'all. Shamea is organizing all of this, talking about, I want to witness so it doesn't look like I'm just meeting with another married man by myself. Who better than to attend with me than Porsha? And how is this going to look as far as, you know, anything in this conversation that could potentially be utilized as leverage in the divorce Ralph has against Drew? Because we see in later episodes that she allegedly is locked out of the house, that allegedly Ralph is trying to go after her LLC and everything else, and he's obviously not happy about her working with Dennis. Then Porsha pulls out this text message, pulls out her phone, talking about from Dennis about, you know, what that he wouldn't bleep Drew, but she needs to run him her money, or run him her money, or run him the money. Whatever, y'all. It's Monday. I got a case of the Mondays real bad, but I'm just trying to make it make all sense, and it's not making any sense to me other than this was a scheme set up by Todd. This is a scheme set up by everybody. See, I was trying to wait it out because I was like, I think Shamea and Porsha are still colluding. I still think they are in cahoots together, and they're all in on it to avoid talking about Simon Gabadia. Because if y'all were real friends, like, y'all wouldn't be doing any of this. Because remember, Shamea was saying on the interviews that Dennis had texted her about a movie role, and she said she couldn't do it, that she just ignored the message. But heck, I mean, why not now? You're filming scenes with Ralph. Honestly, y'all, really, out of the new people and out of the new peaches, really, Angela, like I said in my previous video, she's the only one who's clocked in. She's the only one that understands assignment. Although she is evasive and mysterious about her own personal life, she understands the assignment as it pertains to the other people, y'all. Make it make sense. But nonetheless, y'all, that is all that I have for this video. I know this clip is going to piss a lot of people off because they're going to be like, see, I was right about Shamea and da-da-da-da-da. Here's the thing. Just because you were seeing actively what was being shown on the show of Porsha's messiness, I did not discount that Shamea was this angel. That she was just this angel that was being mistreated. In order for you to be friends this long, you have to be in some mess too. You have to be with some of the foolishness as well too. You have to be down with the get down as well too. So, y'all weren't paying attention to Shamea, I see, in these older episodes. Shamea and Porsha, there's a reason they were thick as thieves for so long. There's a lot of things they have in common. There's a lot of foolishness from each other that they allow and that they enable. But it is easier, like I said, in the earlier part of this video, it's easy to just paint this all as Porsha being the issue, Porsha being the problem, because you already have the footage, you already have the receipts to put together a show and paint that narrative. But SHAMEA said in episode 1 that she helped set up Simon and Porsha. So she didn't care about Simon's marital situation with Fallon. But nobody's going to talk about that, right? And other things, other comments and things that they've been in cahoots, they've been colluding this whole time. Make it make sense. But yeah, I think the show needs to go on a pause after this season, because this season is just all over the place. It is a hot mess. The last real thing you really happened is, you know, Angela turned up over Charles and Kenya turned up over Britt. Outside of that, everything else is a scam. They are scamming us this season for Sweet 16. So there's that. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.